What's up everybody, 49's Fine back at you again today with another video, and today I wanted to talk about silver that I am not gonna buy again. So when I first got into silver stacking, I got overwhelmed with the amounts of different designs that you can purchase of generic rounds. I didn't know a whole lot about silver yet, and I just got overly excited, and I saw all these different kinds. I thought they were beautiful and great and everything, but what I didn't realize is there's a lot of mints backed by governments that also make some really cool designs. I mean, you've got the Perth Mint, you've got the Royal Canadian Mint, you've got all kinds of mints that you can purchase, nation-backed coins that have beautiful designs. Me, for example, I'm gonna buy a ton of different types of Perth Mint coins. I love the Perth Mint. They're absolutely beautiful. They're premium silver, and they're backed by Australia. And so I'm gonna buy a lot of those. But there are some rounds that I am not gonna do again. I made these purchases as part of my first purchase. I thought they were really cool, but it turns out they're only worth an ounce of silver no matter which way you spin it. And honestly, they don't look as nice as something like a Canadian Maple or a Perth Mint coin. And here's an example of those. Like we've got an Alien round, we've got a Dogecoin round, we've got this Merry Christmas round, we've got this Bitcoin round that's already milk spotting. I'm not gonna buy these again because they don't carry any premium whatsoever if I was to ever resell them. They don't have anything that prove their authenticity. They're just random, and I don't care to stack them at all. There's no uniformity between them. They're just random. I like to have structure to my stack. For example, this stack over here is the APMEX Chinese calendar. It's all in one series. I will be keeping these, but it's all part of one series, so they're organized, they're in their own tube. These are a part of my collection. These I don't want to stack though. They're silver, they're beautiful, they're silver of course, but they're just random, and they'll never bring anything more than spot. And on top of that, I want things that are recognizable anyway. I would say some people even value these less because they're not very recognizable. So if you're new to silver stacking, I would definitely look at something like the generic Buffalo round. This I will be stacking a ton of because it is very recognizable. The premiums are generally lowest on these than any other piece of silver you can buy. As far as generic silver rounds go, this is definitely my number one pick. I'm not gonna do this again. I wish I bought 5 of these instead of 1 of these and 4 randoms. Yeah, these don't really have a place in my stack. They don't go in a specific tube. When I first started, I thought I would have a whole tube of random rounds, but as I've learned more, I've decided against that. I don't really want them. I'm probably going to sell these. Buy what you like, of course. Stack however you want. There's no wrong way to do it. I'm just telling you kind of how I feel about these, but do whatever you would like to do, of course. Stack what you like, buy what you like. That's the fun of it all. It's still 1 ounce of silver. It's worth 1 ounce of silver, of course, but I'm not doing this again. Another thing to consider is it's always good to buy silver based upon its utility. What are the advantages of that specific piece of silver? For the silver Buffalo, the premium is generally lower than any other piece you could buy, like I said earlier. Also, it is extremely recognizable. If you ever had to use this in a bad situation, this is probably your best bet. With the Canadian Maples, these are also very good because they have taken measures to verify their authenticity. They also are made with mint chill technology, so they don't milk spot nearly as fast or nearly as much as something like this would. You can see all the milk spotting in here. You've got to kind of look at the utility of each piece for sure. Other than the 1 ounce silver value that it provides, what else is the utility in it? But anyways, guys, that's just kind of a little bit of my stacking strategy. These 4 random rounds are the last random rounds that I'm gonna buy. Everything else is gonna have some uniformity and structure. I've got my Canadian maple tube here. I've got my APMEX Chinese calendar that's going to go in a tube. I'm going to have several tubes of buffaloes. So kind of how do you structure your stack? And do you care if it's a random generic round like this or not? To each their own, you know, and just buy what you like, have fun with it. But for me, this is a no-go. Anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below what your strategy is. I love talking to you guys. All right, see y'all on the next one. Peace.